athletes who were caught cheating on live TV. Don't be too surprised, but cheating is not only done in an examination, it is also practiced in relationships, businesses, and in unthinkable activities like sports. Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of us who are really committed to the sport, at least the sport we love the most, we know that something that kind of happens a lot is cheating. And don't take this the wrong way, but the issue of cheating can either be from the audience, the referee, or the players involved. It's during such situations that a wrong call from the ref can change the entire outcome of the game and leave you raging for the next hour or so. Diving, flopping, or whatever it may be called, is a visible act in just about any sport where athletes make contact with each other, which means it's going to be quite impossible for these athletes to make away with any irregularities. However, still not minding the outcomes, they still end up falling victim. Of course, not all acts of cheating are created equal. For example, a baseball player who's caught red-handed using a loaded bat during a game is guilty of a more outstanding sin than, let's say, a hitter who crowds the plate and attempts to shrink the strike zone. Either way, cheating remains cheating, and even one of the most famous goals in the history of world soccer would never count in the modern game, thanks to technology. Nevertheless, with cameras everywhere, it's hard for athletes to get away scot-free these days. Whether they escaped official punishment or were ejected dramatically cheating on live TV. Some you may know, some you may not. But just not to kill the vibe of interest, let's go ahead and dive right in. Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa, the Chicago Cubs outfielder who brought passion, power, and joie de vivre to memorable home run races with Mark McGwire in the 1990s, was ejected at Wrigley Field in Chicago when umpires found cork in his shattered bat. After his bat shattered into multiple pieces during what otherwise would have been a routine groundout, Sosa was caught breaking a direct MLB rule. Umpires quickly took over portions of his bat and realized it had been corked. Those who were also able to witness the illegal altercation of this bat were fans watching on live TV. The umpire crew chief tossed Sosa for his crime, and MLB officials placed the outfielder on an 8-game suspension run that was reduced to 7 following Sosa's appeal. Neymar Jr. Neymar is a talent, and he is widely respected and even adored as one of the most brilliant and flashy attackers of his generation. Perhaps it's old-fashioned to hope that our heroes may demonstrate a little nobility. Neymar was excellent, by far his most effective game of the World Cup, a stripped-down, almost generous performance. But just as it seemed he might be becoming the player Brazil needed him to be, he indulged in the David Luiz. Now, this might not be an act of cheating to Chelsea fans watching this video, but just listen to the end and judge the act for yourself. And before I fail to mention, David Luiz, unlike others, got away with the act. I guess we could say he's highly skilled anyway. During a spring match, Chelsea was looking to maintain their 1-0 advantage over Manchester United during a Premier League event at Old Trafford, being a defend ground earning the referee's assistant attention, who immediately showed Silva a red card. Nobody noticed Luiz's reaction when he fell to the ground, but a camera pointing directly at his face caught him flashing a smile. I mean, why else would you pose a smile after such a fall? Even though he claimed the smile was for jeers from Manchester United fans, it's quite solid that David Luiz had faked his fall and had gotten away with it. Tony Romo. It was just 42 seconds remaining to the end of the November match between the Dallas Cowboys and Minnesota Vikings when Dallas quarterback Tony Romo dropped and delivered a touchdown pass that was caught by Dwayne Harris. Dallas had a home victory against Minnesota and finished the campaign with an 8-8 record. However, the highlight we saw from that day remains a humorous moment involving Romo trying to cheat his way into a first down. After the referee placed the ball short of the first down, Romo kicked the ball a few inches forward when no one was looking. The refs noticed the event, and lucky for the Cowboys, Romo didn't get anywhere but on the unlucky side. It wasn't a first down, and they had to punt. It was quite a show as Romo tried to pull some shenanigans on a critical fourth down spot in the third quarter of the game. I guess he's recently been watching a lot of anime. Luiz Suarez. Luiz Suarez was one of the most gifted goal-scoring forwards throughout the 2010s. Suarez earned multiple individual honors during his time with Liverpool, and he was the S in the Barcelona MSN attacking trio with Messi and diving pro Neymar accounting for the M and N. However, Suarez wasn't only skilled at goal scoring, he sort of had this hunting skill that had laid dormant for quite a while. Before the transfer of the summer, Suarez committed one of the most atrocious acts in the history of the World Cup. He went over to bite Italy's Giorgio Chiellini during Uruguay's final match and then followed it up by diving to the ground as if he'd been hit in the mouth. The referee missed what cameras did not, and FIFA banned Suarez from the rest of the tournament and for 4 months. Diego Maradona. Diego Maradona is, to many, the greatest player on the planet during his time, and to some others, the best of all time. But how good was Maradona? Good enough. At least enough to score a goal that went all over the internet to the point of having a Wikipedia page documentary of it. It's arguably the most discussed goal in World Cup history. Diego Maradona, the planet's top soccer player, opened the scoring early in the second half with what initially looked like a headed finish that beat England goalkeeper. Video replays later showed, however, that the diminutive magician used a raised hand to drive the ball past the line. Lucky for him, modern video technology, VAR, wasn't available then. The goal, however, went viral and was tagged the Hand of God. Oh sure, you can look it up on Wikipedia. But before you go, if you enjoyed the video, please do like, subscribe, and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you wouldn't miss out on the fun. And we'll see you in the next video.